The Forgotten Floods of 1789–1790, Mississippi's first great disaster. In the late 18th century, as America was still finding its footing after the Revolution, the Mississippi River reminded everyone that nature, not politics, ruled the frontier. The floods of 1789–1790 became one of the earliest recorded disasters in the young United States, though today they are nearly forgotten. At that time, settlers were building fragile towns along the river, while indigenous nations had long relied on the fertile floodplains. By early 1790, the valley had become a drowned world. Cabins were swept away whole, families clung to trees or rafts, and crops that sustained survival, corn, beans, and squash, vanished underwater. For indigenous farmers, it meant famine. For settlers, it meant years of work erased overnight. Like and subscribe Yahweh Stories under 44 for more untold history like this. Disease followed quickly. With livestock drowned, grain rotting, and mosquitoes breeding, fevers spread through weakened communities. Malaria and dysentery killed many, while survivors boiled muddy water and scraped bark to eat. Some settlers abandoned the valley altogether, unable to rebuild. Spanish officials, still ruling the lower Mississippi, struggled to send aid. Trade routes were cut, riverboats overturned, and whole villages went silent. Choctaw and Chickasaw communities, already under pressure from settlers, now faced starvation that weakened their defenses. The floods shifted both land and power. By late 1790, the waters receded, but the damage was lasting. Communities vanished from maps, and famine slowed growth across the region. The United States, still years away from the Louisiana Purchase, learned early that the Mississippi River could never truly be controlled. When people think of Mississippi floods, they recall 1927 or 1993. But the floods of 1789 to 1790 were the first to devastate both settlers and indigenous peoples. This was the frontier's forgotten disaster, a warning carved into history. And if you want more stories left out of textbooks, don't just scroll. Stick around, because the next forgotten catastrophe might shock you even more. Like and subscribe Yahweh Stories 444.